Good morning, Card Media's RJ back with another video, so let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. I mentioned a couple videos that I like the Fleer sets of the 80s, mid to late 80s, that had those superstar pairing images where they would put two greats of the game in the same image and have something to say about them. And I found this one from 1985 1985 Fleer Superstar Special featuring Mike Schmidt and Ryne Sandberg. It says NL pitcher's nightmare, Schmidt and Sandberg, but more importantly, these two individuals were at one time teammates. Ryne Sandberg famously started with the Phillies, and for I think it was like about a dozen games, ballpark. I can't remember the exact number. Rhino was a Philly, and at one time he was a teammate of Mike Schmidt back in 1982. Actually, 1981, I should say, is when he was on the Phillies. So there you go, my Superstar Special, my random Mike Schmidt item of the day, random baseball item of the day. I was looking through some old cards for something interesting to say, and I found this. I can't believe I never noticed it when I first got it, but it's an interesting thing to talk about here. So, not sure how many people have these in their collections, but this is from 2023 Topps Archives, a short print rookie card of an individual named Liover Peguero. Now, I'm not sure if he is anything anymore in baseball, but he was a highly touted rookie at the time. So much so they made a short print reverse image, is what they call it. Interestingly enough, why would they have reversed imaged the card text, but not the image itself? It's very bizarre to me. If you're going to do one of these cool little short prints and do the inverted variations of the whole card, do the whole card. It's nutty. Maybe even do the back reversed image, go crazy. But they just did the text around the card front, not the image. Found that to be very interesting. So it's something sitting around in my collection. Today's trivia question: July 4th, 1976, United States bicentennial. The Phillies were playing the Pirates, and this individual hit a grand slam. Unfortunately, when he hit the ball, it was hit far and deep, but not incredibly deep, so the individual who was on first base at the time went a little bit and held up and was not running. The batter, not paying any attention, passed him on the base paths, thereby the batter being declared out. So the batter who had just hit a grand slam was deprived of that stat because of his not paying attention to the game situation. My question to you is, who was that individual who hit a grand slam, Phillies versus Pirates, on the bicentennial, but it really wasn't a grand slam? So send me an email with the correct answer. What you're playing for: 3 cards from the 2014 Panini Golden Age, some really cool oddball inserts. Joe Medwick and Pete Rose on the old baseball game back design, plus a cool little card called Newsmakers featuring Yogi Berra. And it was a quote by Branch Rickey, who once said he'll never make anything more than a AAA player at best, because if you know your history of Yogi Berra and Joe Garagiola, 2 Major League catchers, grew up in St. Louis as boyhood friends. They both went to open tryouts one year. Garagiola was selected by the Cardinals, but and went on to have a career with the Cardinals. But Berra was rejected and eventually signed with the New York Yankees after the war. But there you go, an interesting quote surrounding Yogi in that era. That's what you're playing for. If you want to get those cards, shoot me an email with the correct answer. I will include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question you will have today and tomorrow to answer. We will pick a winner on Sunday, all right? Good luck to everybody on that one. Today, a PSA reveal. I don't most of the time when I'm doing PSA submissions these days, I go through a broker. I go through a company called Nash Cards. They have a satellite office nearby where I work. So it's not a big deal for me to go and drop off the cards and pick them up, save myself the shipping. But Nash Cards, I sent in a PSA submission. A lot of times when I'm sending in PSA submissions, I'm not getting vintage cards to get slabbed. I'm just taking some modern things and getting it slabbed. Or recently, I've been taking some vintage cards that I have in my collection that are they're really crappy cards. But I figured since I have them, I might as well get the Hall of Famers slabbed. You know, get all the Hall of Fame vintage cards that I have lying around, get them slabbed. So a lot of what you're going to see now are vintage cards that I got slabbed, or cards that were of star players, and I thought it would be kind of cool to get them slabbed. So the grades are not revealing to me, but I want to show them off to you. I don't really care about the grades when I do these slabbed cards. I just think it's nice to have them slabbed, especially if they're Hall of Famers. So from 2003 Topps, a really cool prospect card because it features Joe Mauer and Justin Morneau, 2 MVPs for the Twins on the prospect card. And this is, Joe Mauer rookie card, so to speak. Most of the modern rookie cards post 1990, if you don't have the Bowman one, you got nothing. It's the Bowman one that everybody seems to want these days. Very rarely is the Topps card the more valuable base run. They all want the Bowman or the Bowman Chrome or the Bowman Chrome Refractor or whatever. So these Topps cards don't have a lot of value. This one ended up in a PSA 8. Got a cool 1990s era short print card. So from 1990, Topps Finest Red, Alex Rodriguez, nice mint 9 on this one, out of 500. This is the kind of thing I'll put up for sale on. A lot of times I'll take these cards, these modern ones, put them up for sale on 4 Sharp Corners. They show up at the Philly show once in a while, and I'll drop an order off with them often. The next two go along with my cards that I slab that have great Phillies theme to them, a great Phillies theme. So the first one, 1998, Richie Ashburn tribute. Richie died in 97, and Upper Deck put this 1 of 1 card out. It's card number 1. It's kind of in the collector's choice motif. I think it was just randomly inserted into cards. But a really cool one. I just wanted to get, I have a couple copies of this card. This one looked the nicest. I figured I'd give it a shot, see if I could get a 10, but I got an 8. And the other one from 1993, part of the base Upper Deck set of 1993. This awesome card, Hammer and Nails. So the 3 guys in the back are your hammer. John Kruk, Dave Hollins, Darren Dalton holding the big sledge. And then Nails, Lenny Dykstra, the dude, holding some long, bolts or nails or ties, whatever you want to call them. Really cool card. Only got a 7, but I don't care. It's a really awesome card, highlighting some great Phillies players. And it comes into some random modern-day rookies that I thought were kind of fun to get slabbed up. Really no value here, but I just enjoy, again, slabbing up vintage cards. So I got an Upper Deck 1990 Sammy Sosa Upper Deck rookie. Got me an 8. And again, these cards have no real value, but it's fun to get them slabbed, I think, sometimes. Jamie Moyer, beloved Philadelphia Philly guy, got me a PSA 8. I actually purchased a PSA 7, but this one was lying around in my collection. Figured I'd slab it up. Then a Bobby Thigpen rookie. Bobby Thigpen, the first guy to crack 50 saves in a season, I do believe. Bobby Thigpen rookie. Then it comes into a stack of Hall of Famers that I had in my collection. Actually, wait, let me do one more Philly celebration card, something honoring the greatness of the Philadelphia Phillies. enshrined in cardboard from 1981. The World Series victory card, the first ever Phillies World Series card with Tug McGraw leaping after the last strike of the 1980 World Series. Got me a PSA 8 on that one. Really cool card. PSA 10s can go for upwards of $100 on that one. So now the rest, I believe, are just all random cards from my vintage card collection. The condition of these cards is all lying around in a shoebox for years, so the grades are really bad. But again, at least I'm slabbing up Hall of Famers. If I ever want to do a player run, I'll have one or two of the cards already slabbed. So 86 Tony Perez, I believe this is his last playing era card. Got a 5. Again, I'm not looking at great grades on any of these cards, so don't be shocked by the grade. I don't care. This one I knew would get a bad grade because the centering is just really bad. 1981, Bruce Sutter. Very badly centered, pushed to the left. 1980, Carl Yastrzemski, only got a 3 because the corners are really bad. Love the All-Star banner of the 80s. 1980, Tony Perez. So I got 2 Tony Perez cards. Maybe I'll do a Tony Perez run. 1980, got a 5. 1980, Johnny Bench. Bad corners again, really bad down here. Got a 4. I don't know if you can see that corner down there at the bottom right there. Really bad corner. 4 on that. 1974, Topps Traded, Ron Santo. Got me a 5. Bad centering, otherwise it's a nice card. The airbrushed red cap there. 1972, Topps Frank Robinson, and a 3, still with the Orioles. This one, I told a story late last year about I should say last year, just say last year. Walked into a car shop, guy came in behind me, said he was selling a big collection. I tried to make some contacts, hooked him up with the guy. He eventually went in a different direction, but as I was talking to him, he showed me some cards, and I told him I'd buy one off of him because I needed it for my collection. So I bought this card and submitted it. 1965 Topps Steve Carlton rookie. Only got a PSA 3. I'm never going to have a PSA 10. I just needed this for my all-time Phillies run. And it's cool that I got that myself through that kind of a deal. This one is a really awful looking card, but it's a Hall of Fame card. It only got a 1. 1964 ERA leaders with Sandy Koufax front and center. This one I picked up on one of John Jabs's from the Passes Alive, one of his auctions that he does all the time, many years ago. Just been sitting in my collection. I figured I'd get it slabbed. Even though it's a 1, it's still a Sandy Koufax card that is, just sitting there. Now it's slab. Got it. These other ones, they're oversized cards because I bought this off of Facebook Marketplace once. I think it was $15 a card. 2 of them came back authentic. You'll understand why as soon as you see it. The other one got a 3. So I'll show you the one that got a 3 first. 1954 Redman Tobacco, Kurt Simmons. This one got a 3. It's a really pretty card. I mean, I love the graphics on these cards. Really, really good looking cards. And this one got a 3. It still has the coupon at the bottom. You get your Redman Big League style baseball cap if you wanted to, by cutting in and I guess sending in a couple of those little coupons there. The other 2, the reason they got authentic was because the coupon is missing. All right, but they are the 2 legendary Phillies of the 1950s. Got Robin Roberts and Richie Ashburn. They only got authentic because PSA will only give you a grade of authentic regardless of the condition of the card if that coupon at the bottom has been removed. So, but still, Richie Ashburn, Robin Roberts, really cool looking 1954 Red Band tobacco cards. And I got all those, like I said, for 15 bucks for Facebook Marketplace. Finally got around to getting them slabbed up. So there you have it, my PSA reveal for today. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best support every best of this great card beauty, all right? We have the trivia contest, or trivia reveal, trivia recap coming up on Sunday, so if you get a chance, check out that. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best to support every best of this great card beauty, all right? Thank you very much for watching, and take care.